Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Seven of Pentacles. You're someone who doesn't give up on something, you know? I feel like even when most people would have walked away from something, you're still there trying to make it work. Yeah. You don't give up easily. It takes a lot for someone to finally like pull you back from something and say, just leave it, it's done, it's gone, it's not working, you know? You have a real commitment about you. It's almost, to me, like a fixation. Yeah, there's a Saturn type of energy in this card, which is kind of like a devotion, really, right? A discipline, a focus, a commitment, a loyalty. You're not going to back away. This is your garden. And it doesn't matter how bad the garden gets, you're not going to give up on it. You're going to be out there working on it every single day. You know, where is the line, you know? When do you finally say, this garden's toast, and I'm just going to dig it all up and just give it back to nature, I'm done? You know? I don't feel that you, I don't know that you know where that line is, you know? You don't know when to give up on something and say, it's not going to work no matter what I do, right? And this is a very wonderful quality. That's a wonderful way to be, Cancer, you know. It could also be detrimental because if you're not willing to let go of something and say, okay, that didn't work, I got to move on to find something else, you might not be aware of the opportunities that are there for you. Okay, let's put this card into a little bit of context. Let's see what's going on in your life. There is a Prince of Swords, a fixed air energy. We have a fixed fire energy. You have the Eight of Pentacles, but the Wheel of Fortune and a Five of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Let's see, Two of Pentacles, a Six of Wands, an Emperor, and the Moon card. Okay. Interesting that there is a different future here for you. Something that you have to pull your energy away from something right now that isn't working. Because I feel like there's a new opportunity here. Okay? I feel that there is a new connection that is about to be made, whether it's romantic or whether this is going to be a connection that is just, you know, deeply supportive. It feels that like this is some kind of a fated energy, right? We got this Wheel of Fortune up here. But I think there are fears of rejection. There's a fear of perhaps like abandoning something that it's like, this could still work, so you don't want to give up on this. Okay? But you have to be able to release this and walk through this doorway, okay, in order to accept the new connection, accept the blessings that Spirit is providing for you right now. Okay? So there's something here that we have to let go of to accept something new that's coming in. I think you're about to attract a significant new connection. It feels like it's fated. It feels like Spirit's waiting for you to let go of what you're clinging to now so that your hands can be open for what Spirit's bringing you, okay? And this connection is going to teach you, I think, it's going to teach you like what real harmony and what real resonance and real love is supposed to be. Okay, let's select the mystery card bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set this down right over here with Bubo, the mechanical owl, right on top. Now, we're not going to release that Kraken until the very end of the reading. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments down beneath the video. Now, as we look around the room, we see 1, 2, 3 major arcana energies. Spirit is showing you a turning point in your life. Okay? This is a moment where things change for you. This is a divine timing kind of moment. You've got to take the authority. You've got to take command of yourself. You have to fortify your ego. You got to be strong, because you're going, I kind of think you're going forward into uncertainty, but to me it feels like there's a dawning of the light. And right now it may feel scary to let go of this, even though this isn't working anymore. It may feel scary to let go of this, not knowing, right? Not having any certainty or any answers about what the future is going to hold. I think the future is going to be very bright, okay? I think that you have no idea how happy you will be. The sun is going to rise for you. So we have our majors. We have fire, air, earth, and earth. Couple air, couple earth cards, couple fire, fine. What's missing? The water, the happiness, the love, right? So this is a situation where your fears and your rejections, betrayals, all this stuff is going to be released so that you can bring in the water energy. And whatever this new connection is going to teach you how to receive love without conditions, opening your heart, letting that love energy in. The mystery card probably going to be an Ace of Cups. There's no water here, but yet you're still clinging to this thing. It's kind of like you're in a situation, whether it's work, at home, at school, whether it's a romantic relationship or just life in general. It feels like you're clinging to something, but there's no nourishment there. There's no life there. There's no love. There's no satisfaction. Okay? So I think that you're making the decision to let go of that, and Spirit is bringing you something that is a real, true connection, bringing you this Six of Wands. This is a real harmony. This is a real kind of like a teamwork kind of thing. This still could be romantic, because this feels like something that is empowering and something that's very supportive and something that brings you confidence, that makes you feel kind of alive, you know? And I think that this is the confidence to kind of let yourself love without doubt, without conditions, without, questioning. Yeah. So anyway, the Seven of Pentacles here, again, it's something that's not working. The Prince of Swords here seems to be that kind of dilemma. You're on the fence about something, is it going to be a yes or a no? Do you stay? Do you go? Do you continue to try to pump life back into this? Or maybe this is something that you're trying to squeeze the juice out of. It's like an orange there's no more juice left. You keep squeezing it and you don't want to let go of it because you don't know if you're going to get another orange. I guess maybe you really like oranges. There's no water in it anymore. Okay? But you're holding on to something isn't nourishing. And the Prince of Swords is, I think, making that decision to let go of that. Kind of saying like, it's a double air energy, right? So it's kind of saying like there's a line now. And it's kind of like that's the time, that's the moment where you have to let go of what isn't giving you any juice anymore. Even if that means that for a time your hand's empty. Well, that open hand is where Spirit can put something new, something better, something that is nourishing, can put love there, or friendship, or connection, or the new job, or the different opportunity, or whatever this is for you really. To me, it feels like it's something, I don't want to say it's romantic, but I feel like it's something that's going to bring in a lot of love, a lot of satisfaction, maybe a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Okay? But right now, your hand is closed because you're gripping something here. But this, what you're gripping now, isn't, there's no juice coming out of it anymore. Okay? So the Prince of Swords is making the decision to release it. And now, with that open hand, Spirit is going to be putting something quite extraordinary in that hand for you. And I feel like it's a new connection with a person. You know, I feel like it's either a friendship, a romance, it's a deeply supportive relationship, okay? It's a significant new connection. But you won't be able to attract that connection if you're still clinging to this thing that isn't doing anything for you, okay? Your hands are occupied, they can't receive this new connection. So you got to open your hands first thing, okay? The fixed fire energy, the Leo energy under the surface, this is kind of a card of courage. This is, I think, this inner strength you need to summon to let go. You know, you have a strong grip, you can grab onto something and never let go of it. Yeah, that's pretty strong. You got a really strong grip. How much strength does it require, right? How much courage and strength does it require for you to let go? For you to relax your hand? And maybe it's empty for a minute. Spirit's going to put something great in there, okay? And I think this is the strength that needs to be summoned. The strength to let go. In the background position, I want you to leave me a comment. Let me know if this is resonating with you so far, okay? And a shout out to everybody who supports the channel, all the channel members and everybody that buys me the coffees and does the super thanks. Y'all are the all-stars here. I really do appreciate all of that support. And you have no idea how important it really is to me to feel that kind of support, not just financially, but just as kind of as validation of the work that we're doing here. You know, I really do appreciate the support. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. That's a wonderful and free way to support the channel, okay? Anyway, in the background, you have your Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is the fruit that still has juice in it, right? This is something that, you were tending to, something that was providing for you in a particular way, something that was nourishing to you. And I don't know what happened to this. I don't know if it just if it had run its course, okay? But I don't think this is about why we went from an 8 to a 7. Why something that was functioning and working, this was a plant that was growing, suddenly now the plant is all withered. And no matter what you do, there's no life left in this plant, okay? This is something that was growing, okay? That was robust. And I think with the Wheel of Fortune, we're kind of being told we don't need to question why this didn't work. But just the simple fact is that by clinging to this, now this is a card of failure, okay? This is a card of failure. And it doesn't mean that you are a failure. Okay, it means that this was, for some reason, not meant for you. Yeah. Now, let's fill the comments with some very encouraging words. I feel like right now we need that encouragement to step away from something that we know isn't working, even if at one point it did. Doesn't matter why it isn't anymore. The point is, it's not. The real significant energy here is the Wheel of Fortune. Because it's kind of saying like, this is the timing. This is something that is out of your control, okay? I don't think you did anything wrong that led to this, I hate to call it failure, but led to that Seven of Pentacles. It's something that happened outside of your control. And I think that's a very difficult thing to come to terms with. I think that's why you're gripping it so hard, because it's some kind of a control. That's the only thing you can do is hang on to it. even though it feels like Spirit is kind of like, it's like you're holding on to this flower and it's just kind of, it's withering in your grip. Okay. Maybe we held something too tightly. Yeah, it could be. But I don't think Spirit wants you to fret over that. I think Spirit wants you to realize that this is not for you anymore and to let it go. This is the card of expansion. This is the card of like, you know, good things are coming in. Spirit's putting the right people, places, and things on your path. But if your hands are full because you're gripping something that, you're gripping anything, you're not going to be able to receive all those resources, those connections, those people, places, and things that Spirit's trying to put in your hand. Okay? The only thing the universe can do is put you in the right place at the right time. But if you're not going to interact, if you're not going to take advantage of that configuration or that alignment, then nothing can happen. Right? Like I always say, Spirit's going to put the right people, places, and things on your path when and where you need them. But it is up to you to engage with those things, to reach out and make the connection. Okay? This is Spirit's wristwatch. This is the divine timing, the cosmic timepiece. It's saying it's time for you to let go, and it's time for you to receive in your open hand something that is truly meant for you. And it's a connection that's going to change your life from night to day. And I don't know what it is, if it's romance, but it's something that's like, it's teaching you how to love unconditionally. It's teaching you how to kind of let go of fear, open your heart. It's a love or a connection that's going to make you not question. There's going to be, it's like it's something that's going to remove all doubt. Yeah, and that's kind of our Five of Swords here. This is the card of doubt. This is the card of defeat. Okay? This is also maybe a card of fear, a card of kind of mistrust. Okay? And I think that this is also something that needs to be released, a fear of rejection or a fear of betrayal. Okay? That needs to be released in order for you to accept the new blessing fully. Now, which part of this reading is really resonating with you? Let me know in the comments. Which energy here is sticking out for you? Okay. The Five of Swords is a card of stress, a card of questioning, a card of confusion, a card of searching for answers. Okay. I think that somebody's coming into your life that is going to take away all doubt. Okay. That is going to calm your mind down in such a way that you can receive love. Without questioning, without conditions. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a connection that's coming in to perhaps like answer all your questions or resolve all the confusion about love, about life, about yourself. You know, and it feels intimate, whether it's romantic, whether it's career, creative collaboration, whether it's platonic, a friendship, whether it's a divine connection, a soulmate type of situation, or whatever. Okay? It's a connection that's going to teach you. Yeah. And I think we have to let go of doubt. And that's why, again, that's why we're kind of clinging to this past thing, because we don't know what the future's going to hold. If I let go of this, what if I don't get anything else? Would you rather cling to a dead thing or would you rather just have nothing, you know? And so that kind of feels like where we are right now. We're clinging to something that we know isn't working because it's better than not having anything in our hand. But Spirit's trying to tell you that once your hand is empty, it can be filled with something that is meant for you and something that is good and is a blessing, right? I think this abundance is about to flow. Whatever this is for you. I want you to subscribe to the channel. If you're ready to claim this reading, hit the like button. Your general energy is the Two of Pentacles, change. You're ready for change. You know that you can't keep clinging to this old withered thing anymore. You need to open your hand so that you can receive the blessings. Yeah, whether this is business or the job or the career or your other kind of hobby or your side hustle or whatever, a relationship, a friendship. Okay. You're about to attract a significant new connection. And you are ready for that kind of change. You're ready for the good stuff. And I think it's because you're learning to accept that idea of not knowing the future. You're choosing to trust. This is a card of mistrust. You are choosing to trust, okay, that your hand will not remain empty for long. Yeah. And that's the Two of Pentacles. We're ready for that positive change. In the environment, you have your Six of Wands. That's a card of teamwork. That's a card of victory after a fight. Okay, it's a card of harmony and balance. It's a card of deep support. It's a card of confidence. Okay, and I think that by choosing to let go and trust the universe, choosing to let your hand be empty for a minute, and then watching it get filled with something beautiful, is going to restore your confidence in yourself. Okay? See, we got this fire energy here that really is kind of like you overcoming your fear. Yeah. And in a way, feeling as if you deserve the blessings. You deserve the good stuff in life. I want you to tell me in the comments that you deserve it. Okay? This could be a romantic partner. It could be a creative thing, platonic. It could be work, whatever it is. This is something deeply supportive. Okay, this is you kind of being in a partnership with somebody. Feels like a team. Feels like together you two are powerful. Supporting each other, encouraging each other, challenging each other. Okay? It feels like this is a perfect fit. This is the harmony and the beauty and the life, the vitality that you were hoping was here, but it wasn't here. See, this is a 7. This is a 6. This is victory. This is failure. This didn't work. This is working. It is going to work. But you have to let go of this so you can claim this, you see. And now the fear, worry, and concern, of course, is the Emperor. The fear, worry, and concern is that, you making decisions for your own life puts the responsibility on you. Okay, I think that there's been an issue with confidence lately. And I think that you want to believe that you deserve the good things. And I think sometimes it feels safer to cling to something even if it's not working, because in a way it's scary to have an empty hand. Okay? The uncertainty, especially of that lunar energy, this shows a lot of mistrust, a lot of fear here. Staying here feels safer than admitting that, we're kind of like, we're alone now. Yeah. And I don't know if this is an old relationship. Maybe this is a relationship that is completely failed, but yet you're still clinging to it because it's better than having nobody. Well, the Emperor is confident and secure, has a fortified ego, is okay being single, right? Is okay being independent. And that's the energy that you need to step into right now. And it's kind of like as soon as you feel stable and solid within yourself, that's when the blessings will come. Yeah. And maybe you need to save this reading and watch it on another day when you're ready to kind of to face the decision that's before you. Because there's something real. There's a new connection that is real and vital and alive, and it's ready for you as soon as you're ready for it. Okay, but you've got to fortify your ego. You have to step into your confidence and your power. Okay, because at first it's going to feel like you're stepping into a dark, scary forest of uncertainty. When you let go of something, it feels like you've got no safety rope. You know, you've got nothing, nothing's holding your hand now. Your hand's totally empty. It's kind of like you're, I don't know, you're walking up the stairs, but you let go of the handrail or something, you know? And it's kind of, for a minute there, it feels like you've got no support. This is you being your own support. Being your own support when there's nothing else to support you. And stepping into this power is what is kind of acknowledging that you're ready to take on a seriously aligned relationship and connection that's, I think, going to make you extraordinarily happy. But you can't do it out of desperation. You can't just do it because, oh no, my hand's empty, I got to grab anything that's here. You got to be okay with the empty hand for a minute and so say, okay, I'm stable, I'm calm, I'm fine. Now I'm ready to reach for that hand that really is reaching for mine. Otherwise, it's just frantic, rebound, desperation. I got to grab something. So you grab whatever's closest to you, right? That's why you have to go through the Emperor energy first. You need to regain that fortification, that stability, and that confidence before you can reach for the hand, okay? Now, the Moon card is a divine doorway. I want to do a divine doorway oracle card. This is the threshold of significant change, the art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Okay? There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Okay? Don't hide yourself away. Don't remain unseen as you cling to something that's failing or something that's not working. Okay, this is to be shrouded in darkness. The Moon card here is about stepping into the light. Okay, it's about, you know, not knowing what the future holds, but stepping boldly forward anyway, and seeing that it's where you were supposed to go all along. You can't embrace what is meant for you if you're clinging to what is not meant for you. Let me know what part of this reading is really resonating with you, okay? And let's bring some positivity into the comments. I feel like we all need some encouragement right now. Tell me, what is your intuition telling you right now? Is it time to let go, or are you not ready? This Moon card is the threshold of a very significant change in your life. It's about to be a rebirth, a phoenix type of energy here. The sun is about to come up over the horizon, but only when you're ready to step into it. Okay? You have to step into the fear by opening your hand, letting go, stabilizing for a second, and then you'll feel that hand reach out and grab yours. But it has to go through that stage. You have to let go, then stabilize. Get a little bit comfortable in that fear. And so maybe it's like you got to get out of the old relationship, let go of that person, be single for a minute to stabilize yourself, you know. And then what is truly meant for you will be there, and you will be in a position where you can accept it in a healthy and prepared way, in a way that's going to make it really work. Not as a rebound, not as a, not out of fear or desperation, you see. So I want to look at the mystery card now. Yeah. I want this to be Two of Cups. I want it to be some water energy, any water energy at all, okay? I want you to type yes in the comments if you think this is going to be water energy. You've got to trust in the divine timing. And Spirit says it's time to let go of this thing that you've been clinging to that is withered already. Because the longer you hold on to it, the longer it's going to be before you can accept the hand of that really true destined connection. This feels like fate. Okay? This feels like fate. So let's see what we have. A Knight of Wands. Another reference to the Aries energy. The Emperor, the Knight of Wands, both of these are Aries power cards. I would watch the Aries reading if I were you. I think your real fear is that you're doing something hasty or impulsive. Yeah? You're doing something that really you should have thought twice about doing. And I feel like that's kind of missing the point of this card. See, the Knight of Wands is a very impulsive card. But it's an impulse that you need to trust, you know? And it's an impulse that I think is divinely guided. You need to trust in the flow of energy here, and I think that it's really like trusting in the divine timing. Spirit's saying, take a leap, take a risk, take a jump into that scary forest. And trust that it's going to be okay. And trust that you're going to be okay, that you're going to land on your feet. Okay? And only then can you accept, are you ready to accept that which is meant for you? So I feel that there's a hesitation here to do what you know Spirit's telling you to let go of this old thing. And you're thinking, no, I can't yet, I'm not ready yet. You know? And so it's kind of like we're dragging it out. We're putting a lot of space between that impulse and the behavior. And the longer you delay, the less likely it is that you're going to do it, right? Because the Knight of Wands is really about the horse and the rider trusting each other. Trusting that intuition, trusting in Spirit, trusting in the timing. Trusting your impulse here. That's saying, jump. Go forward. Do the thing. Okay? So it's kind of you leaping into change here. It's not about you staying put, clinging to what you're clinging. It's about starting something new. And so to me, it feels like leaping like away from that Seven of Pentacles. Leaping into your independence. Leaping into your Emperor energy. And from that position as the Emperor, you are ready to welcome in that new and very significant connection, whether it's romantic or a support kind of team, creative, whatever it is. It's a card that's saying, don't keep stalling this. Every moment that we're stalling, we're preventing that water energy, all that love, joy, happiness, pleasure, and bliss from coming in. So we didn't get any water here, did we? There's not a lick of water here at all. There is a hint of water, I guess, in the Pisces card. The Moon card is a Pisces card. Pisces is a water sign. But it's kind of like saying the water right now is bound up in this fear of the unknown. The water is all bound up in the future. We've got to cross a particular threshold. See, there's that line of the horizon that you've got to cross. It's that moment where you realize that it's okay to give up on something that isn't working anymore. You've tried everything you could to make this work. It isn't going to work. You've got to cross that threshold into the unknown. The unknown, that's kind of asking the question, gosh, what's life going to be like if I let that thing go? Then what is my life going to be? It's kind of a scary prospect, right? And it's going to be kind of a scary experience for a minute while you adjust. But then once you stabilize, you'll be in a position to receive all of that water energy. It's going to come flowing, and I guarantee the next reading we do for you, it's going to be all water. Okay? You have no idea how happy you'll be once you let go of this and you stabilize and you move forward. You got to trust in the timing here. Yeah. We're going to do an extended reading as well. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link right below the video. New readings for Cancer on Wednesdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.